You learned about this investigation through Freedom of Information Act requests to the Secret Service. What did you ask for?
Well, so to back up for a minute, when Elon posts things, they see an incredibly wide audience. He has millions of followers. His tweets are often amplified by others. And what was curious to me was that, he posted this on Sunday and then he deleted it. And I was wondering, why did he delete it? And I deleted. And I think I actually tweeted at him like, hey, did you get a phone call from the FBI or the Secret Service? So then I just filed a request to the Secret Service asking, do you have records? Are you investigating this? I'd like any email correspondence. And what's funny about FOIA, and there's a little bit of an art to this, is that usually it takes quite a while to pry records loose or to get a response. But I immediately got a response. Like within 24 hours, they sent me a response. And simultaneously, our colleague Jason Leopold, who is like the master of FOIA requests, had also done the same thing. So I was talking to Jason like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I filed this request, and he's like, oh, I did the same thing, and we'd gotten very similar responses. So,
Dana, just real quick, I mean, it is an art. I've looked to you so often to try and get hold of documentation because you cannot hide from documentation. The response of the Secret Service is really interesting because in the actual response itself, I'm just going to look down at my screen because I don't want to get it wrong, that they withheld certain things because disclosure could reasonably be expected to interfere with enforcement proceedings. And it's that sentence alone that lets us know what's going on in the background between Musk and the Secret Service.
Correct. And to be clear, we shouldn't jump to a conclusion that this means that there will be an enforcement proceeding or that there will be a big outcome. But I think the Secret Service, by law, I mean, they have to investigate anything that could be seen as a credible threat or could be seen as something that's a potential incitement to violence. And so it's fairly standard operating procedure that they would look into this. For me, what I just want to know is what happened behind the scenes. Like, was he urged to take this down by investors or members of his family or people in his inner circle? Was there a whole back and forth, with campaigns? Or did the Secret Service call him on the phone and be like, hey, buddy, this is maybe not so great? I just would love to know exactly what happened in terms of what inspired him to take it down, because he got quite a lot of backlash and it was up for several hours.